I'm working on my portfolio, I'm redoing my website, and that is because I want to eventually go full-time freelance. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This morning I woke up very congested, so I apologize in advance. Today's goal is to work on my portfolio. I am currently in the... Hi Tigre. Hey babies. You wanna say hi? Tigre. So today my goal is to work on my portfolio. Today, as you can see, I have my co-host with me. His name is Tigre. For those of you who are not familiar with him, because I'm working on my portfolio and I'm redoing my website, I feel like it's necessary for me to also update my personal brand. I feel like I've rebranded so many times now, and I feel like probably any other designer can relate to this, but rebranding yourself is probably the hardest thing. I feel like you go through all these roadblocks. So one of the things that I've been trying to work on is to spend about 20 minutes in the morning instead of scrolling on my phone. I want to spend it sketching. I'm currently working on coming up with new ideas, new concepts for my personal brand. I want to get better at sketching, drawing in general. That's always been like a weakness of mine, but I want to get better at it. So these are some of the logos that I came up with so far. The one that I'm leaning towards is this one here. This was pretty much the same as the one that I currently have. And I also like, let's see, something about these. I feel like this is my type of style. You're gonna see that I do a lot of this concept, monogram style logos, because you're incorporating two different letters. So here's a bit behind the scenes of the energy drink that I'm currently working on. Here's like the first layout. It was just like a very rough sketch. This is after I had already came up with the logo. So here are a few of the packaging exploration, just kind of like brainstorming on the types of design style that I wanted. Ultimately, I ended up going with this specific style. And then I added the 3 flavors. So this one's a green apple lime flavor. This one is the raspberry pomegranate flavor. And this is the blueberry lemon mint flavor. And then I did a few mock-ups. This is the layout that I have for the project. So I have like the client, services, a little bit about the project, the hero image of the thumbnail. So I was thinking of having all 3 cans being shown. Something that's very like organic, very like health forward. So I wanted to add the fruit on there. And then for this, I wanted to show like the nutrition facts on the right side. And this is gonna be like a GIF. It's kind of like changing from different flavors. And then I have the logo variations. And then I wanted to have a section where I'm explaining exactly how I came, like what the logo means and why I decided to go with this route. So I wanted to have a little bit of visual explanation here. I'm gonna create these mock-ups still. I'm gonna have like fruit flying around and kind of like a water splash effect, up the can up in the air. I'm gonna do all 3 of these. And for this one, I'm gonna have some sort of billboard ad, I'm thinking. I'm not sure, I'm still exploring. This is gonna be a GIF. The packaging itself is gonna be changing. And for this, I'm gonna make a mock-up of her holding the can. That's gonna take a while. And here I wanted to show the can variation, the packaging for the cans. So I'm gonna be using these mock-ups here. I was playing around a little bit with the direction and the design. So here's like a quick mock-up of how it's gonna look like. I'm still playing around with it, so it's not finalized. And probably I'm gonna have something like a slogan and kind of like showing like the lifestyle image of a person. So yeah, this is what I have so far for the energy drink. I still need to do the mock-ups, and I've been delaying the mock-ups, and I started a whole nother project, brand identity, that I did at work, and I'm just expanding that project now. And so I've been working on that. And I noticed that, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but for some reason, I always start something and halfway there, I just move on to something else. I feel like the break is necessary. One, because I feel like I run out of ideas. I feel like my work just becomes 10 times better. So I think that break is necessary. Even though I want to finish a project right away, I feel like that break, for me at least, is beneficial to my work. And then I wanted to show you the other project that I talked about. This is for Dr. Gundry. This is the logo that I came up with. And then I expanded the branding. So I went ahead and I designed a landing page for his website, color palette on the side. This is comparing to what he has on his website. Someone else worked on this website, so I figured I could expand it and kind of like show what I would have done if I would have worked on this. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. I redesigned it and I'm still working on it, but this is what I have so far. And then I went ahead and I also worked on redesigning his logo for his podcast. He has a podcast. I also explored a pattern with using his logo. And so I have this for like his business card. This is their old logo for the Dr. Gundry, and this is the one that I came up with. Oh, and this is the ones that I actually, I ended up coming up with, like the final three. This particular logo was the one that inspired me into creating this branding here for the energy drink. Sometimes if a particular concept gets rejected, reuse it in another project. So there's just so many things I'm doing. Doing rebranding of my personal brand. I'm working on my portfolio. I'm redoing my website. And that is because I want to eventually go full-time freelance. Statistically, in 2027, about 40% of the job market is going to be freelance. So knowing that and how the job market is currently, I feel as if I should be more prepared. I see a lot of jobs where they're doing a lot of contract work. There's a lot of temp to hire. The job market itself is changing, and I feel like there's a lot of people that have to adapt. That's something that I've been considering for a while now. And so I'm working towards that now. By the way, I recently got a new mic. I was just tired of holding the microphone that I had before. This is more convenient. I don't have to be dragging all the cables. So yeah, it was a nice investment. And that's the end of this video. Thank you all for watching and see you on my next video. Say bye, tigre. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye. See you on my next video. Okay, bye guys. Tigre. Tigre, your whole butt is in my face. Okay. All right, bye guys.